Got any ideas?
Hey guys, Valtorious the Awoken here. Now, this match is basically like a long time coming between very two distinctive, powerful gods, and you will have Illyria, God King of the Primordium, and Glorificus. Now I hope I'm saying this right, because in the Buffy series and lore, that basically Glorificus was basically like this hell goddess that comes from like the hell dimension, and when her power, and she ruled over the hell dimension with two other like deities that was with her, but after when her power, I guess, was growing too great or something, that's when they like cast her out, and they placed her and they sealed her on Earth, but inside of a boy. Basically, she was sealed inside of a man, and that was basically her sealed vessel, you can say. And to Buffy and everyone else had to figure a way of defeating her and stuff, and only people that was able to figure out, I guess, her identity was Spike, because every time when people would get close to her identity or figuring out who she was, she would instantly have like their minds, you can kind of say, wiped. So almost like some sort of form of illusion or type thing, whereas like they thought they was gonna catch her and be like, oh, we know who it is. Next thing you know, is they, wait, what? Hey Ben, like, what are you doing here and stuff like that. And going over to like Angel, basically this is like a Angel Buffy, you know, two gods versus each other, because it's like Illyria comes from the Angel series, and Glorificus comes from like the Buffy series and stuff like that. So it's basically like two very powerful gods, and Illyria basically was around for like millions upon years, I guess even before of the dawn of man, and she was plaguing fear, chaos, and destruction throughout the entire world, and she had thousands upon demons that worshipped her and served near her and stuff. But during the time when her power and in her armory and everything else was like kind of like being diminished and stuff like that, she was murdered by her rivals, and they placed her inside of a sarcophagus, when sealed her powers inside like these little, I guess, jewel crystals and stuff, into her corpse and capsule was discovered, and then Nox came along and I guess brought her back, or figured some sort of way of like serving her, because it was like she still had millions upon servants around that time. But once when she gained back, and once when she went back into like this dimension type place to get her army, they was already dead and stuff. So it's like they waited too long, you can say, or it was already too late for her to wait, because this was like millions upon years when she was sealed. And basically how her capsule, her sarcophagus, like casket was found, I believe that's it, because it came over, it was found, I believe, in the Los Angeles airport. Yes, it was somewhere in the Los Angeles airport. That's where they found like her casket and stuff. But yeah, between those two and an actual fight. Now, Illyrium was sealed, and Illyria was placed inside of Fred's body, and Glorificus was placed inside, or sealed inside, Ben's body. So it's like, if those two was to actually to fight each other, it's like, see, the thing is, it's like Glorificus was insanely powerful to destroy buildings, get hit by a car, get popped upside the head, but she does have a weakness, and that's to magic and godly weapons, you know, because Buffy was like putting in the work when she had this, I think, troll god hammer, and that's when she was like, you know, hitting her with it, because it's like, you know, anything that's, I guess, like godly or mythical, you know, that's like pretty much like her weakness and stuff like that. And Illyria has like time travel, and she can freeze time, and she's basically, this match is kind of an equal, but I say Illyria could probably like take this one, because it's like, well, she does have time travel, and you know how time travel could play into effect, because it's like in the Angel verse, it's like when Illyria when she was in like this out of time type placement, because it was like, well, she's trying to adjust to everything, so it's like it's not the same as it was millions upon years ago and stuff, because mind you, she's very old, very 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 old. So it's like, you know, she's time place, she doesn't know what's going on, into she was like becoming unstable in her power, and basically she kind of like killed everybody and then sent Angel, I believe, into the future, and to eventually he had to resolve everything, because everything that he knew, he had to go back and stop her from killing everybody and stuff, and basically nuking the entire continent. So that's when you had Wesley diminish most of her power by placing it inside this, I guess, generator and taking it away and stuff, so she was like depowered. And yeah, that's how that kind of like led up for her and stuff. But for Glorificus, she basically was defeated. How when like Buffy and the rest of her friends, like, they defeated her, she was still sealed inside of like Ben's body, because at the time Ben and Glorificus, they didn't know each other existed. It was more like a, I guess you could say, like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type thing. And it was like, well, he didn't know what was going on, she didn't know what was going on. To be basically knew who each other was, they knew each other existed and what they purpose actually stand for. And two, after for a while, somebody shot and killed, no, somebody suffocated and smothered Ben and killed him, because it's like Buffy couldn't kill Ben because he was human, and that was like one of her rules. It was like, you know, she didn't want to kill Ben like that until somebody smothered him and stuff. So, you know, that's when he died inside the body. So it was like there was no other way, because Glorificus's goal was to go back to the hell dimension, but by doing so, she would have brought everything would have, all of the dimensions would have been colliding together and stuff, and it would have been bad. It would have been bad for like everybody, and you know, Earth would have been caught into hell and stuff. But she didn't care. She just wanted to go back and rule. Illyria, well, she just wanted an army, and she just despised humanity. She wanted to destroy humanity and stuff. Until eventually she just got fed up, joined Team Angel. Later on, Wesley died. Wesley was trying to, like, because Wesley, you know, Wesley didn't want to, he didn't love her, because he loved Fred, but since she was inside Fred's body, it kind of made things difficult and stuff like that. But yeah, but the fight itself between Illyria and Glorificus, I mean, not only does Illyria has like time travel, like I said, she also can open up dimensions. So it's like, well, she could place her anywhere, and at this moment, Glorificus wouldn't be able to do anything. So it's like, well, if she wanted to, basically, if Illyria wanted to, she could have basically probably like opened up hell and just brought her back over there and stuff, because it's like she said it herself that she's traveled through other dimensions and she pretty much enjoyed it. So it could also mean that she has probably maybe visited hell and stuff, you know, other parts that's out there, and she's like, well, I've been there. So it's like the fight itself wouldn't be too complicated. Now, full powered, no host body, no nothing, it's a difficult question to ask, because it's like she's a hell god, and she was still putting in work even though inside of a sealed body. So you could imagine, besides her destroying a building, flipping over cars, and making people forget who she was, because her ability is quite interesting, because it's like it can I think this match could probably like go both ways, because it's like, well, the hell goddess probably just make Illyria forget who she was and then just kills her right there. You know, it'd be almost like Men in Black. You flash the light and be like, wait, what? And next thing you know, boom, she's dead. And it's like, wait, what? She wouldn't even know what happened. But then again, she's a god. She's also a god, so it's like, I don't think those type of parlor tricks will work on another god. So it's like, I don't really see that happening. It's like, I only see two things that the Glorificus can probably do: fight her hand-to-hand combat and hopefully to win, or die. Pretty much die at this moment, because it's like I think Illyrium and her is basically equally matched, but I think she would probably have to try to see if she can like either figure a way of getting the upper hand, because if she can't get the upper hand, then I think Illyrium will probably win, because it's like she can time travel, freeze time, open up dimensions and stuff like that, have nearly invulnerability, even though the only way for but like I said, only way for Buffy to like do anything is to like hit her with like the troll god hammer and stuff like that. So it's like, well, she has a weakness to magic. Well, some forms of magic if it's directed back to her. But if you was to say like Illyrium does have like energy projectile and stuff like that, but it's like I said again, like these are two gods fighting each other, so it's like in strength I believe that they equal, but Illyria just has a little bit too much on her plate on, like I said, this whole time travel and stuff, and you know, because hell, it could even be like this. She could like imagine Illyria just going back in time to the part where she was first sealed inside Ben's body, and instantly killed Ben right there. That's how, and it's like the fight will end right there, or place her inside of another dimension that she can never get out from. See? So it's like these are multiple amount of ways I can kind of still see Illyria winning, because it's like she is the god of primordium and stuff like that, versus like a hell goddess who can do some stuff to a degree, because she does have super speed. You know, she does have like all these immense strength, but it's just that I think that Illyria probably would win, because it's like she has a little bit more on her plate. And on that note, she was doing a lot more in the comics, where she actually transformed into her true form and put in work, because her and Spike, I believe they ruled over Beverly Hills. I think they was the Demon Lords of Beverly Hills or something in the comics and stuff, and that her and Charles Gunn basically had to patch up a relationship with each other, because it's like he was evil for like a bit, until she was like she wanted to kill him, and she even drew in the hospital walls, or painted in the hospital walls, the way she wanted to, how she was going to kill him and stuff. So you know, there was that and stuff. But and on that note, she still was unstable after like the Angel series, after when like the Angel show ended and further into the comics, like she still was unstable, and her power was like, even after her power diminished, it still was busted, because it was like she was still able to like punch people skulls in and destroy them. Still, you know, she still was a very skillful warrior and still was powerful, and she still was able to like kind of alter time. So that part of her power wasn't diminished. She still was able to alter time and open up dimensions. So it's like I think Illyria is gonna win this one. Yeah, and also too that Glorificus also has like which I also forgot to mention, that she also has like brain sucking. You know, basically like absorbing a person's like mental state or something, and their, I guess, power or whatever, you know, to feel her own mental state. But I mean, that again, like she would have to try to have like literally have Illyria like unconscious or something in order for her to like try to like put that in her and stuff. But again, it's like she's also a tactician, so it's like she's smart. She's not how she, you know, she's smart and she's capable of doing things. So it's like I don't think Illyria is gonna have just, oh, you know, you could just suck my brain and stuff like that, you know. Nah, that's not gonna go down that way. And it's like, what's to say that it would actually work? Because again, these are two gods going up against each other and stuff. And it's like, you know, that's what I said. I think that, you know, for this match, I conclude that I think Illyria would win. I think Illyria will win. Like I said, it's like if they fight in their forms that they currently was in the show, I think Illyria will win. But if not restraint, and Glorious is fighting in her full power, hell power, goddess type thing, and I think she probably would win. I think she probably would win because of her brute strength and stuff, but I think that Illyria will win because of her smarts, because she would probably just say, well, I will defeat you in battle by probably like throwing you in another dimension or something so that you can't get out and stuff. Because it's like even though she was trapped inside Fred's body and stuff, what's to say that even though she was trapped inside his body, that if she would have went back to the hell dimension, what if she still would have been trapped inside of his body for the other deities to probably could have killed her, you know? Probably would have done the same thing like they did before. Like, well, you're still inside his body, even though you've came back to the hell dimension. So it's like, I'm saying that maybe she probably would have lost against the people that trapped her in the first place, even though she's still inside of the body and she's back in hell again. But you know, I think that's like a topic for like another day. So it's like I'm going with Illyria on this one. I think that she's gonna probably like destroy Glorificus and stuff, because this match is basically it's not just a brains versus brawn type match, because like I said, both women are stupid strong. So it's like, it's not like I said, Illyria is gonna have problems fighting her. It's like, no, it's just that it's gonna come down to a point where, since I don't have anything that can physically harm you and stuff, I'm just gonna have to put you somewhere. So it's like, I think that probably would happen to like Glorificus and stuff like that. So you know, let me know in the comment section below if I'm wrong or right of this. And yeah, you know, if you like what you heard, you like, you know, please subscribe, share, do all that wonderful stuff. And I'll catch you later.